VitoVerse live. We are live again. It is episode 59 because last week I didn't have a VitoVerse. That got replaced by VitoVariants with me reacting to J. Cole's diss track to Kendrick. So we got a lot to talk about. Of course, I talked about this yesterday on my VitoVerse or my VitoVariants. How disappointing J. Cole is to a moment of hip hop, of bringing hip hop back to, you know what I'm saying, a competitive state. You know what I'm saying, and you know, it's unfortunate that he felt this way, or you know what I'm saying, felt like there's no friendly competition which you know, to be fair, yeah, a lot of times beefs do get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure, like, I had faith that this wouldn't get out of hand, at least on J. Cole and Kendrick's part. Uh, but, you know, J. Cole apologized. The first apology for a this. Oh no, it's not the first apology, but the first apology so quick into a mega beef, a main stage beef we've ever had. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we've had Melly Mel with his little shenanigans and stuff like that against Eminem. And then you know how Melly Mel basically just had to apologize that his diss track was so trash. He was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry for that, y'all. That was garbage. You know what I'm saying? I need to stay in my old school lane. You know what I mean? But this particular beef is he was right on. You know, Jay was in his lane. Jay was in his lane, and he went on ahead
Yep.
and messed it up. But anyway, enough about that because we're gonna talk more about that. We're gonna talk more about that in the show today. So, um, definitely stay tuned for all of that. What we're about to get into, you know what I'm saying, with that whole beef and what's coming up next, what we should be getting prepared for it, etc. But I got Noto here with me. Sandstorm's running a little late, so he should be in here a little later. But what's cracking, Noto? How you doing today?
I'm good. Just kind of how I put it in words. Baby's living rent free right now, so that's going right now.
Yeah.
Also, for fair warning for anybody who actually hears, I am trying out these new headphones right now. These are the PlayStation Elite. So if for some reason that if the things go out and I don't hear from VitoVerse, just kind of bear with me. I'm actually still toying around with it, and they were working fine last time, but this is like the first time I actually seen this doing that. So it should be fine, but I'm giving you guys heads up. So just so you know.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. You're still good.
Okay. Cool.
I'm just saying for fair warning, if something happened, that's just
Yeah.
how it is.
Okay. All right. Yeah. For sure. No, we hear you. We definitely hear you. Um, so you know how we do it. Our icebreaker. Um, what are we currently watching,
Here it
man?
is.
So I'm gonna start off with you. What are you currently watching? Hold on, I cannot.
Play B. Hold up. That's what I was afraid of. It did it just now.
It went out.
Like,
It seemed like it went a little lower now. Like it's a little lower. Oh yeah, he's totally out now. I can't even hear you, bro. Bro.
I'm not gonna keep playing around. Yep, you're good now. I'm using the
Okay.
speakers this time, so
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I hear you. All right.
yeah. So all right, hit me with the icebreaker, my friend.
Hey, where's your regular headphones?
The other ones I have, I put them in the other room. They're in the little closet right now. I have
Oh
so,
man, you put them up.
like I said, but I have like the dongle for this one, so I'm still kind of messing around with it. So I do apologize, like I said.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Gotcha.
so it's literally on the other side, so I can still hear you from the speaker, but it's actually turned down to a point where only I can hear and not everybody else can.
Right. Gotcha. All right. So yeah, what's going on with the icebreaker, man? What you got? What you been
I didn't even
currently
hear what the
watching?
icebreaker was, so I
What
didn't
you
hear the
currently
question of the day.
what
But
you
if it's the
currently
same,
watching?
well, this is gonna be a doozy of doozies. Um, it's hard to even say. I've been watching everything for the spring season of anime, so everything that's getting thrown at me left and right. So it's been Reincarnated Slime season 3, the Jobless Reincarnation season 3. Let me pull this up, make this a lot easier for myself. Yeah, it's a list. It's a giant list. Remastered Slime season 3, Devil's not Devil's Apartment. Remagic the Magic One season 3, the Misfits Demon Academy season 2 part 1. We just got part 2 episode 1. I just watched Jobless Reincarnation. The second part, I really went to a big giant binge on that one. It's a lot of anime, so I can't really just pick one. It's like I really have a giant list, and if you guys see my list, it is huge. So I can't just say one. I'm just saying the spring season of anime. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So currently what I'm watching is X-Men 97, BMF, like
Yep.
usual. I'm actually like I just finished up the One Love movie, so
Oh,
shout out
really?
to Ziggy Marley, man. They did a thing on that one. At the same time, I mean there were some things I wanted to be a little more explained. Um, but overall, I mean, just for what it was and what they were trying to, basically, they was telling the story that if you've seen I think it's a documentary on Netflix about Bob, and I think it's Who Shot the Sheriff, right?
Hmm.
And I believe like that movie was literally like the movie version of that documentary. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but you know what I'm saying, more or less, I mean, it was still cool for what it was. What they were trying to do is the message that really matters in that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? What Bob was trying to do and what he stood for, and you know, it's all about peace. You know what I'm saying? Like all this politics and stuff like that starts, you know, wars and stuff like that. But Bob was like, nah, man, like peace. Let's love each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Exactly.
not let us not get into quarrels that we don't need to be getting into. You know what I'm saying? But uh, yeah, that's pretty much all I've been watching. I'm sure there's some other. Oh, I've been watching Chosen. That's a story of it's pretty much the story of Jesus with
Oh,
the
okay.
12 disciples and how he chose each one. You know what I'm saying? How he just because it is kind of weird like how he was choosing them, but he was showing like you don't have to be holier than thou for me to use you and you know what I'm saying you commit you know what I'm saying like so
Mm.
it's definitely a good little story about like how the disciples became you know what I'm saying I'm
Okay.
still I think I'm on season two, just began it. So there's some people I still have not seen yet, but they're
Hmm.
getting to it. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying. But it's a good watch.
Yeah, I was
I started
yeah.
watching.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
kind of surprised because it was like when you said chosen, I was thinking, I don't know, I was thinking something else in my head. I don't know what, but then when you said like when you basically said Jesus, I was like, oh, okay, never mind, because
yeah,
that was like it was like the first thing in my head, but I was like, let me make sure I'm not thinking something else, so let me double check to make sure. But when you said that, I was like, okay, cool.
yeah.
So,
So it's dope. I started watching that a little after the Moses documentary that
okay.
was on Netflix and stuff. So it kind of go hand in hand. Which shout out to that Moses documentary. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
That was
yeah.
pretty dope. That was all right. So let's get into our news. So uh, first we're gonna start off with a little entertainment news. Then we're gonna get into music news. So
Ugh.
what do we have for some entertainment news? Because I'm out the loop right now. To be
Yeah,
honest.
I went on the complete dig fest. I was like looking so hard. So yeah, I mean like I've been more focused on this J. Cole, Kendrick not mess going on. So I'm like been having it, and plus dealing with the situation with the baby and trying to get this situation going. The only thing that I saw, and I was like really scrambling for something. So far what I saw, there's been they talked about. I think I found on one. It was they're gonna do a Teenage Mutant Turtles like rated R Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is surprisingly the first time we actually get this, and it's something on the Ronin.
Okay, that makes sense. I was about to say I was like, what is
Yeah,
rated R for Ninja Turtles? But
yeah. I was
then
like,
okay,
I
the
don't know how
Ronin.
I felt, but then when I saw it was like something on with Ronin, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that comic.
I
You read that comic?
oh yeah, I read the comic. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was
That
like,
comic.
bet, let's go with this. Yeah, I
Yeah.
had that, and I think there's some word going around saying that they're gonna do a crossover with I guess Transformers and GI Joe. There's another thing I saw while scrolling down. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, no, do you know the origin of that, right?
Yeah, I know the origin of it, but I'm like, I'm just kind of more going, how's that kind of gonna play out like how it is how we are now? Like, are we gonna do
It's
this
easy.
live action? Are we doing this cartoon? Like, if we're doing
Yeah, no,
cartoon, I'm like,
they only thing you're doing, like when you're doing that, you can definitely do it live action. So if they do it live action, which I doubt it, I think they would probably go animation form first. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? With
then
stunts and
yeah.
all that. But if they did live action, it's not too far fetched. You know what I'm saying? They can definitely do that.
Mm.
Um, I, there is an equivalent to what I want to kind of say that could be like, but I'm just gonna hold that back a little bit.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
but basically, yeah, no. I mean, because we're talking about military and we're talking about
yeah.
that's pretty much what the GI Joes is. So you know what I'm saying, just to kind of do that. But I want to say in one of those Transformers, they hinted to the like the GI Joe was actually in the live action, like not actually like, but the agency that founded the GI Joe was
Okay.
in one of those live action, and I want to say it was it was the last one. Okay, so it's gonna be live action.
The
Never
Beast
mind.
Wars, you mean?
Yeah, Beast Wars. So
Yeah,
I don't want no spoilers, so I ain't gonna say it. So yeah, yeah, it could work. It already kind of merged. You know what I'm saying? It already kind of
gotcha.
did its thing. So I was like,
Yeah,
ah,
yeah. That's kind of the only two I got right now for me.
yeah. So
Like I
what
said,
else you got?
I really didn't have a good chance
Oh,
to like go
nothing
through
else.
stuff with so much going on my end. So I was like, all right, let me see if I can figure. But then I saw those two that caught my attention. I'm like, all right, let's go with this. So
Yeah,
that's what I got for me.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, so I don't know how deep to get into this, but I just want to kind of say because I kind of already knew this, but Anthony Mackie, the dude that plays Falcon, of course, he's
Hmm.
been the new Captain America
Yep.
on the Captain America and Winter Soldier, or Falcon and Winter Soldier
Yeah, yeah.
TV
Before it
series. So
changed.
he's the new Captain America. So they're saying that they're starting production on the movie for him, his own Captain America movie, uh, opposite with Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Ross.
Yep.
So they're definitely going to be starting filming that. I think they already are. It's pretty cool that they did pick up Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Ross, even though the guy that was playing Thaddeus, he will be missed. He was, Thaddeus Ross for like over 10 years, maybe more.
Yeah.
But he died maybe in 2001, I believe.
Hmm.
Something like that. It's somewhere around 2001, 2002. He passed away. No, I think it's 2001. Anyway, but they picked up Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Ross. Now I don't know how too much I feel about that because Harrison Ford has been looking. Well, he's definitely older. He's
Yes,
definitely
he
like
is.
what, almost 80. It feels like.
Yeah.
But I think he's in the 70s or something like that. I'm not sure. But y'all putting him as Thaddeus Ross. That's a bold move, man.
It
Like,
is.
you
It
know what I'm
really
saying?
is.
Like this late in the MCU, and you just put somebody of his magnitude in there at the age that he is. It's a bold move. So I hope y'all know what y'all doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to feel about that, but hey, they should be filming all their stuff right now. So just in case something happens, because you know what happened to
Mm-hmm.
Carrie Fisher.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, just film all your stuff now. Hurry up, get it
Pretty
over with.
much.
You know what I'm saying? Get his scenes in and everything like that. All the rest of the action stuff, film that later. All the stuff you need with him in it, do it now. I'm talking about even when he
Yes.
transforms to the Red Hulk. Y'all need to do that now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But so we have that. Oh wow, I just had it pop up. So we have that. Um, let me see. What else do we have? I mean, we do have your boy out here, which that's why I want Sandstorm here and stuff, because he talked about it the last live or whatever like that. He was like, "Oh man, I'm kind of disappointed they don't got my boy on there." Now his boy is on there, so
Wait.
um, let me see.
Wait. Who?
So on X-Men, Nightcrawler has just joined
Oh.
the X-Men, but I think it's more of like explaining where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Remember how he was like, "Yeah, I don't know where he at. I don't know where he went."
Yeah. Now I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
he went somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Figures.
And I don't want to give it away. That's why I'm saying somewhere else. But yeah. So he's reunited with the X-Men.
Oh.
Yep. So
Okay.
So I don't know how. That's what I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying?
I think it
But
says
other than that, man, I mean that's pretty much what's going. You know what I'm saying? Going on in entertainment. It's been kind of.
I think it says so. Why you not here, man?
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, that's his boy. That's his boy. I want to get excited. I want to see him
I
say,
know.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So that's pretty much as far as entertainment that I know of. Of course, guys, if you guys are following and y'all watch this later on, write down in the comment section about what is new this particular week. You know what I'm saying in entertainment, and we might go ahead and cover it on next live or whatever like that. So,
Interesting
so
story.
let's get into our music. So,
It.
of course, it's been going down in hip hop like a mug. We talked about it briefly last live. I talked about it for 2 videos straight, maybe 3. So
Now it's time for number 4.
yeah. I mean, it's an ongoing thing. But
Exactly.
shout out to Beyonce. Shout out Beyonce with Cowboy Carter.
Oh yeah.
That has made some record breaking sales like usual. I mean, nothing less from the Queen. You know what I'm saying? She doing her thing and stuff like that. So
Yep.
shout out to Beyonce. I have not listened to the album fully. I've heard
Same
a couple
here.
of songs here and there. At first, I was going to boycott it, but the crazy thing is, she had my homeboy on there that I've been following for like almost 2 years. Ever since I got a truck, I've been listening to country music. So I've been finding like black country artists as well and stuff like that. And Shabuzi or Shabuzi, he's a country artist that's been doing this thing. I think he comes out of Virginia or something like that. But he's been doing this thing. Matter of fact, the first time that I've heard him, it wasn't even on a country song. He wasn't even doing country hip hop yet. He was actually doing like regular like, I don't know what you would call it, but he was on the first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack. It was called Riot. But I've been paying attention to him for a long time. So she had him on there, a couple of songs or whatever. And ever since then, for news for him and stuff like that, his streams have went up like 1,000%. Like, I'm talking about he's up. So shout out to Beyonce for the good look. I mean, she's shining light onto artists that probably would be overlooked, probably treated unfairly, maybe. But this is definitely giving them a chance. You know what I'm saying? To show their talent, to show that they're pretty good. And if y'all haven't heard of Shabuzi, definitely go stream his stuff on whatever platform y'all have. I have Apple, so you know what I'm saying. I definitely have him on my playlist. I made a playlist. Definitely have him in the rotation and stuff like that. So Future, big homie Future Hendrix, Future Vandross. What else nicknames we got for Future, man? We got so many nicknames for Future.
Dude, good lord.
The Captain America. That's what we're gonna start calling him now.
Pretty
Captain
much.
America.
Pretty much.
So he has released his second album with Metro Boomin last night or today or whatever you want to call it. It's called "We Still Don't Trust You," which the album is basically,
we don't trust you. We still don't trust you. What else is? Well, look. Expect another album come out of him with like, and I'm still gonna say it again. We still don't trust you. I feel like album number 3 gonna come with it.
Yeah. So of course, the title we're speculating is a direct address to Drake. But yeah, that this is interesting, man. This is interesting. So evidently, let me pull up the I don't even know if it has like the feature.
It doesn't.
Like
Okay, so that's one thing I didn't notice was that it did not have any of the feature names in here. So that was one of the things I was surprised. I was like, okay,
like he want to surprise us. But you remember, like on the first one, he didn't have like the names on there. Like we had to like type it in ourselves or
Yeah,
look it up.
exactly.
But it's another full cast. He has
Oh
a
yeah.
whole bunch of people on there. You know what I'm saying? And it's an actual double album too.
Yeah, that was a big, because I actually thought when I saw it and like when it said we still don't trust you, I was like, is this is this like kind of like a side B or something like that? And I was thinking like it's like an extended version of it, and I was looking at the list. I'm like, wait a minute, this is a whole new list of songs.
And I'm saying it even has its own like it's a double. Like it's like your first what 17 or
18.
whatever how many, and then like you got the 7 extra
Yep.
like side B or whatever. So
Yep.
this is a whole nother album with its own like
Mm-hmm.
like look, Future is known to do this, so this is not surprising, of course.
Yeah.
You know, he drops like 3 albums a year sometimes, like when he's, you know, just cooking, you know what I'm saying? He just and it's Future, man. The mixtape king. He dropped 7 mixtapes one year. That thing
Oh
was
yeah.
crazy. That was like you are out here just destroying life right now. Like, and matter of fact, 2000 was it 22? I believe it was 22. No. Okay, no. I think it was 2020. He had dropped like 2 projects with what's your boy name? Baby Pluto. Lil Uzi Vert.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me see. Dang, not even on Wiki. It don't have no feature names.
Damn.
All right, man, all right. So right here it says like right here on the note. So on the hits that's basically being highlighted. On "We Still Don't Trust You," the title, the beginning song, the intro song,
Yeah.
is featuring The Weeknd.
Oh yeah.
So in that song, evidently, The Weeknd addresses the fact that he avoided signing to Drake because we all know what happened to all the artists that signed to Drake. You don't even know, like, name an artist that you know that signed to Drake.
I have no comment to that.
Exactly, my point. I mean, we know about Party Next Door. That's about
Oh yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, good thing you dodged that bullet The Weeknd, because you have a talent like that.
Oh yeah, you really
like,
do.
When he came out with that, go ahead.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, it's funny because like I think I had some friends of mine was telling me about The Weeknd, like the newer stuff with Weeknd, but I said like, look, I don't like I listened to Weeknd, like the last album I think I listened to with The Weeknd before was I think it Starboy was the last one I listened to, but the newer stuff I didn't get a chance to listen to because of the fact of like. It to me it was just like, okay, you're doing the exact same, you're still singing about the exact same thing. It's a female doing something to you whatsoever. The only like, and I think it was only, I guess the one album after that, there was only one song that caught my attention, and it was only and I can't remember the name of it in my head right now. So, but it was one because I saw Snow Child. Sorry, that's what it was, Snow Child. Because I saw the music video and it had that animation kind of feel, and I was like, okay, now I see how this is playing. This is more of like his story background, like how he started up from when he started from like Japan and everything else that then grew from here and all this stuff. And that was actually a really good song because the video and illustration and stuff was perfect and then explained everything. But I still kept it as like, okay, you're still doing the exact same thing. Now it's gotten to the point where I had a friend of mine tell me like, well, the new stuff of his is all great. And it's like it's just I couldn't get into it. Now I'm starting to get into his newer stuff because he's already announced that he's going to stop and he's going to change his name and different things like that. So I took the initiative to finally listen to his other stuff or his other albums, and I'm actually enjoyed them as they are. So it just took me a minute, but I do agree that I'm happy that The Weeknd basically didn't dodge that bullet and everything else because again, yes, he is a very good artist, and I really commend him whatsoever. He does an amazing job, even though there's a lot of songs that he has that really hits home, that feel hits home with a lot of people, especially like emotionally and everything else like that. But I do relate to some of this stuff, so I do commend him for dodging the bullet for this 100%.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So,
We have. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna get into other like this whole thing is like sparking other beefs as well. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
And I just saw a name that just reminded me of another beef that has popped off, and I'm like, what? Huh. But so we have Drink and Dance featuring Chris Brown. I don't know if he has problems with Drake. I feel like maybe there is something there, but I ain't finna reach. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna
yeah.
reach.
There's no reason to this one.
Yeah, yeah.
There really
And
isn't.
then then we got Ty Dolla Signs. He's featured on there. Uh, J Cole. Now this is the one that's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh wow, bro, are you serious?
Yep.
But after he, well, it let's make this clear so people like, cause I hate when the social media just twists stuff and make it sound like and look.
Yep.
First and foremost, these songs were already recorded. That's
Yep.
number one. Number two, the artist and his team have to get an okay that they can release this song with this person's vocals on there.
Yep.
Right. So, with that being said, when they probably okayed this whole situation, right? It was probably already in motion that it was just an album. Now, honestly, I can't necessarily say that J. Cole knew that this was like going to be aimed, like this whole project, this campaign is going to be aimed at Drake or whatever. But I can say is he knew that the project was coming out soon, and he knew it was right around the corner. And it's just ironic that you make an apology to Kendrick right before Future drops this album.
This album.
You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you have your moment of us being disappointed. Next thing you know, your voice pop up with the ops.
Yeah.
like, bro. Hey, man. I have a personal opinion, and honestly, I'm gonna stick to it. And it's dealing with Cole possibly gearing up to retire. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that just to be on some like, oh yeah, he shot at Kendrick, so he needs to get, he about to quit, quit rap or nothing. No. J. Cole's been advertising this Fall Off album for quite some time. That he's about to drop or whatever like that. So whenever he drops it, I feel like that's gonna be his last album. You know what I'm saying? The name is appropriate for that. So you know what I'm saying? Like, but to get on this track right here, and okay, so he apologizes to Kendrick, right?
Mm-hmm.
He don't really owe Drake an apology. But I wonder what happened behind the scenes. What is Drake feeling right now? Because he knows his campaign is towards him, right?
Yeah.
With Future and Metro. But what do you like? I wonder what Drake is actually thinking. Like, dang, Cole just jumped on this. Does he know that this stuff is? So, what's your thoughts on that?
Excuse my French when I say excuse my French when I say this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna quote something real quick. Y'all got April the 7th to get y'all shit together. That's all I'm gonna say right there. So we're already past April the 7th. So we are, but also again, this is still 2024, meaning everything is coming out of the woodwork now. So, and even look, Cat Williams said something. The heart part 4, the ending part of it from Kendrick says that it right there, clear as day. He already said his parts whatsoever. That was already been played. Remember, that song has been out since 2017. So there's that. Now, also Eminem had said something as well because of if you really kind of pay attention, and I was doing some research a while.
Say something about Drake.
Yeah, it was something with Drake. It was that Zeus track.
Okay.
The very first couple I think first few lines, and it was actually a hint to Drake as well. So again, if you look at it very carefully, everything, because again he's at the top right now, but everything's about to crumble. So now that the fact that everything is happening, because now we have this album, everybody again, we still don't trust you. Means we don't trust you, Drake. Means you done something to a lot of people. I don't know what it is, and I'm a bit reaching, just a bit, but again, you had to do something to these people to have them do this to you.
Yeah.
So whatever you're doing, it's coming back to bite you, literally. So even if you go into the booth, and again, like I said, I can't believe what Joe Budden says whatsoever because it's Joe Budden and it's him and whatever. But the end of the whole situation is, I'm sorry, it's just the fact of if he's in the booth, okay, then he better come out swinging. No, I mean, seriously, he better be coming out swinging. No ghostwriting, no nothing, everything. You need to really, if you're going to address something and prove these people that this album is not really what it is, talk your stuff. But again, a lot of people have so much dirt on you, so, and you got all these different peoples on here, know something about it.
You know what it is. Everybody know what it is. He is messing with niggas' girlfriends, man. Come on. Man, stop messing with people, girls and wives and stuff like that, cuz, and yo stuff ain't squeaky clean.
So were you trying to be the next Usher?
Man, nah, not even that, man. He trying to be, what's your boy name that be up here messing with everybody girl?
God, don't, this is what I think it is.
Dang it.
Dope.
Well, first of all, Future be doing that. That's number one.
True.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
That's true.
Future is squeaky clean. And they're saying that that's what this beef about with him and Future. Like they kind of tripping over a girl or something happened. But man, come on, bro. It's over love. Cause that's I mean Rick Ross's situation. Drake, you up here DMing his baby mama or his ex-girlfriend and stuff like that, and sending her out to watch one of your shows or whatever in Miami or whatever. And you crossed the line on that. You probably crossed the line on some other stuff because Ross has been talking back. Okay, first and foremost, let me be clear. Ross has dissed Drake before. Let's not forget that. You know what I'm saying? He has taken a couple of shots at Drake. Now, it could have been just a little scuffle, you know what I'm saying? But there has been this underlying Ross doesn't trust you type attitude. Because when's the last project that we've actually heard from Ross and Drake? It's been a while. It's been a while. Listen to just look at any type of project that they both have come out with in the last 10 years. They have not been on a track together at all. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
None. So, Drake definitely has a reputation of, first, he messing with crying over strippers that was playing him. Number two, now he messing with everybody girl in the industry that you know what I'm saying, that you friends with and stuff like that. I mean, even when Wayne went to jail, your boss, one of your bosses, when he went to jail, you slept with one of his girls and you went and told him that.
Yep.
Like, bro, stop. Like, for real, man. Like, if you wanted loyalty, then why would you do that to people? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, you do a lot of petty stuff, and that's literally what it is, man. It's he does a lot of petty stuff, and guess who's more pettier than him? They're like twins, bro. Like Future and Drake are like twins. They petty. They're the petty brothers. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be petty, you messing with the wrong one. And what's crazy is Future ain't said a single word about Drake or that they beefing. It's just all the speculation and the fact that, bro, you making albums and everybody's dissing Drake. Like,
Yep.
I ain't never seen nobody get jumped like this. Like this is like
which is kind of hilarious. Which is hilarious, actually. In
This
my
is
book,
crazy.
the way I'm looking at it looking at it from this, like right here in the corner of this perspective, I'm like, this is funny. I'm just sitting here in the corner like, yo, where's my popcorn, man? I'm like, hold on, let me get my popcorn real quick and sit in this corner here real quick and just sit and watch this unfold.
Yeah.
This
Man.
is good popcorn. I'm just sitting in the corner, just watching, just chilling. That's literally what I'm doing right now at this point. I am sitting here in this corner, just watching everything unfold and just let it rip.
Yeah. So like, it's crazy. Oh, you want to know some a-hole stuff?
Go.
So this how petty.
Oh God.
This is how petty. Metro Future is, right? They got this song called "This Sunday," right?
Oh, I just saw that. I was like, what the hell is this?
All right, check this out. Guess who they sampled?
Oh no. Please don't
They
be like-
sampled "Feel No Ways" by Drake.
I'm done. I am done. I am done. Oh.
Yo, you make a whole album dissing this man, right? And
They find every single way to diss him. Whether you got people who don't like him, you got and they got maybe a bunch of samples that basically has him still dissing him. It's like there's so many different ways they're just going at him. It's like, bro, like dang, how much more you need to poke the man? Like poke him, man. He's already dead. Like quit poking the man.
Bruh, that to me is, oh man. So let's be clear. So the first part of
Oh God.
all right. So the first part of this. Okay, so the first part
it's
of
a
this
roasting session right now. I'm sorry.
First part of this album, right, is R&B. So for the weekend, you know what I'm saying, like say what you need to say, that's pretty dope. And then of course Cole being on that first part, you know what I'm saying. The second part is just, it seems like it's the continuation of the last one. So the second part has the hip hop stuff, had to like the, you know what I'm saying, the bounce, you know what I'm saying, and that's where we have a track.
Uh-oh.
Now I don't know if we are going to get flagged for this, but we are reacting, and I want to step out on a limb on this.
Yeah.
But I actually want to kind of fast forward to. All right, hold on. When I be doing this, guys, it'd be like I'll be trying to pull up a video and it's the commercials.
Makes sense.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Oh God.
This is featuring A$AP Rocky. Now, if y'all know the whole situation, right? If y'all know what's going down, back when Pusha T did the exposing of Drake's son, right? The only people that Drake told or knew was possibly a handful of people, maybe just 3, right? Kanye West was one of them. So Drake, that's the reason why Drake was getting at Kanye for a minute, right? The other person that knew, because he was hitting that every time he would go over to Europe, France in particular, was A$AP Rocky. That was one of his wine and dines when he goes over to France, talking about Drake's baby mama, the one that Drake messed around and got pregnant, right? So Another girl that he was trying to get with was Rihanna. Couldn't get with her. He started kind of sneak dissing her a little bit. Here's her man defending.
Take a chance, shorty. Leave your mans for me.
Can I trust you?
Grab this cam, shorty. Only fans for me. Buy a show of hands who want to fade or throw them hands. Told me show a bands, play your card, don't show your hand. Necklace gave me shoulder cramps. Pinky ring, your show advance. I just sent the telegram. Grandma, you bought a man. Necklace gave me shoulder cramps. Pinky ring, your show advance. Bracelet, rolling, both them dance. $500,000 on both them hands. I'm a trap nigga, better watch your hoe.
I'm oohing because of the beat, guys. He didn't say nothing spectacular.
Same.
It was cool. But Metro, the beat itself is dissing Drake. That's what I feel. Like, the way Metro messing with them drums, it's saying, forget you, Drake, forget you, Drake. Like the drums is, Metro, man, I don't know what type of bag you in, but you is hungry. You is mad about something, bro.
Ain't no gap, nigga, kicking in your door. Chrome Hardy, I just bought the whole store. Blew her head up, now they call her the GOAT. Turned the swag up, her last nigga was broke. Bought all them bands for her, can't fit them in her closet. She can change the filter at least about 3 times a day. Ain't use a condom, we fuck 3 times a day. This bitch so pretty, I wanna skid it on her face. I done took the Adderall just to count up my cake. I'm going Bugatti shopping, fucking up this paper. First time I smashed her, I was highly sedated. It get past 3 a.m., I'm way out of my mind. Cost 380 and it barely got any diamonds. Skeleton, faith, spending rack off. My lawyer gonna eat the.
All right, let's see if we can fast forward to Rocky's part, because I need to hear what he said.
Me shoulder cramps, pinky ring, your show advance. Bracelet, Pluto, Metro, should've put me
Okay.
on color. Both them dance $500,000.
Okay, yeah. Let's start right here.
Shoulder cramps, pinky ring, your show advance. Bracelet, rolling, both them dance $500,000. Verse 1, color, Pluto, Metro, should've put me on the first one. Niggas swear they bitch the baddest, I just back the worst one. Niggas and they feelings over women, which you heard of, son. I smashed before.
Ooh. He said, niggas think they bitches bad, but I just bad the worst is one. Come on, bro.
Oh, you birth, son. Flacco hit it first, son. Still don't trust you, always us, never them.
Whoa.
I smashed before you.
You heard that? No. Yo. No. I can't hear you, bro.
Sorry. I had to mute the mic too.
Oh, okay.
Because it's doing that echo.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. I was like, what the hell?
Hold on.
Put me on the first one. Niggas swear they bitch the baddest, I just back the worst one. Niggas and they feelings over women, which you heard of, son. I smashed before you birth, son. Flacco hit it first, son.
Talking about your baby mama, Drake. You got a lot of people to respond to, bro.
Still don't trust you, always us, never them. Heard you drop your latest shit. Funny how it just came and went. Money long, but you know I gotta keep it trim. Her waist small, but she ain't slim. They call me Flacco Jody, but I'm him. Ain't shit changed, bitch. Upgraded the lane, bitch. Stay up in your lane, bitch. My wrist.
All right, so we're gonna play enough of that. I'm gonna have to listen. I'm gonna have to do a full another reaction later on or whatever like that. But yeah, so Denzel Rockington, that's what I call Rocky, because he looked like Denzel Washington back in the day when he was younger. Denzel Rockington definitely is up. He got smoke for Drake too. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that I'm remembering is early interviews. It's not gonna age well, man. He gave credit to Drake for giving him a chance and pushing him, you know what I'm saying, when nobody else was. It almost sounds like, you know, you're gonna bite the hand that feeds you. But that's where we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, man. The only thing we see is what we see in the public eye. Ain't no telling what's really going on. You know, these celebrity circles be kind of weird, like a circus and stuff, man. You don't know what's going on with them, bro.
Yep.
So, yeah. So shout out to Denzel Rockington. You know what I'm saying? Definitely did his thing on that, man. But yeah, so what we're hearing, and this is what I said yesterday on my VitoVerse or VitoVariants. What we're hearing is that both Kendrick and Drake have been in the studio, and both artists have nuclear bombs of a diss ready in the chamber. So, now, of course, I heard that from Joe Budden.
And that's same with me.
When it comes to Joe, I don't know his connections. I do remember he was signed to Shady, which is signed to Interscope, which is signed to this and the third. Regardless, is when you're famous, when you are at a certain level, when you work for places like Complex, or you know what I'm saying, you have like different connections and you've made connections over the years. You'll have some connections. You'll have some behind the scenes, right? Well, I don't know his whole connection with OVO. That's the one I'm kind of questioning, just because he has had beef with Drake, and when his album came out, when Drake's album For All the Dogs came out, Joe, he's just being a critic, you know what I'm saying? He had his opinion about the album and stuff like that, and he said it, you know, he said his piece, and Drake was kind of like, you know, shut up. I'm gonna send some goons to you. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't like Button for some reason. But how Button heard that Drake was in the studio and he got a nuclear bomb for Kendrick and anybody else, I don't know. I can definitely see the Kendrick Lamar part of it. You know what I mean? There is some connections that I know that Joe may have, but hey, look, regardless, we academics even said that he was in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, no, I'm sorry. Drake himself said he was in the studio. He showed a picture of him in the studio talking about his work time. You know, not actually him in the studio, but he took a picture of the studio with a shirt that said something. I was like, I don't know. They be doing weird. Celebrities do weird stuff. Y'all weird, bro. Yeah, I call it art. No, cause that was weird. But let's see what he have. What he got in store. Like, honestly, I think Drake was waiting for this album to drop. Because at first I was thinking to myself, like, nah, he might drop it at the same time as his album just to kind of shut the album down. But then I thought about it, I was like, nah, as a strategist myself, that wouldn't be a good move. I need to see what happened on his album. Who's talking? You know what I'm saying? Who else is on this album? That's why I think when they came out with the playlist, right, they did not share who was on it, which Drake can easily find out who was on it. But
yeah, it's like how we can find out.
It doesn't share who's on it. So you just going, like, you're literally skimming through the album trying to find, like, okay, who's on what? Let me listen to this song. Who I hear? Oh, that sound like, oh, snap. You know what I mean? So this is quite interesting, bro. And to come think of it, I mean, just to think that this all started because of Future.
Yep.
The man, the mind, the mastermind behind this World War II of hip hop, man.
Yep.
Like it's genius. It's genius. All right, man. So now that we talked about some which, you know, we'll probably talk about some more stuff later on, you know what I'm saying, down the line as more gets developed and comes in and whatever like that. I'm sure we're probably we're in store for something. Something's coming, balls. Movies that's coming out, movies that's out right now. There are some crazy reviews or some good reviews on what was that one? Late Night with the Devil, right? You remember that trailer we watched? It was kind of like that 70s late night talk show. Type stuff. Yeah. So evidently some good reviews came back on it. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. So I
mean, I did say it looked like that. It kind of gave me that the Grindhouse kind of feel in a way. It gave me that kind of Grindhouse feel. I was like, huh, this looks interesting. I mean, again, not a big horror fan, but I mean, it caught my attention because I'm a big fan of the Grindhouse series and stuff like that. So it kind of gave me that vibe. So I was like, I'll check it out because it's interesting for what it is. So that's why.
Right.
But I'm surprised it actually got good reviews. I mean, it seemed like it was a good movie to begin with. So.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I honestly didn't expect it to do what it did as far as the box office sales. They said the actual box office sales were quite high for a horror movie. So first day.
Nice.
You know,
I'm impressed.
Of course, that was like a couple of weeks back. So you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to kind of address that or whatever. That was a couple of weeks back. Abigail, I believe Abigail is coming out. That's that one with the little vampire girl, whatever, like that, the little ballerina.
Yeah.
I believe that came out to theaters or is on its way. I believe it's out today, but I haven't seen any reviews on that yet. What else have we? Imaginary, I believe that's out now as well.
That one, I was like, that was kind of like, I don't know how I feel. Like it had like. It was that we kind of like made a couple of crack jokes and stuff on certain parts, but at the same time, we were just kind of like, we don't know yet.
Yeah. So that I believe that's out already. I believe that came out last week, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. And I'm saying all the horror films. I'm not even saying like any other films that's out. But there's. You know, the stuff that we have covered here, you know what I'm saying? It seems as if those are doing okay in their first weeks and stuff like that. Normally, we don't do stats like that here, but I just wanted, I thought it would be cool to just kind of start doing it here on this channel, you know what I'm saying? Just to see, where these movies are that we react to and stuff like that. But before we get out, of course, we got to do our reactions to some more trailers and stuff like that. So we're going to get into some trailers. We have Dark Matter coming out on Apple TV. I don't know what this is about, so let's take a look and give our thoughts at the end.
Oh, here we go. Wait for this.
To my extraordinary wife, Daniela, I do not deserve you.
That's true.
A man of science. He is married to the woman of his dreams, and they have a good life.
Have a good day.
Coffee to go?
Oh my gosh, you're my hero.
Until one night, he doesn't make it home. When he regains consciousness, everything has changed. I don't know, it sounds like he's crazy. I'm not crazy.
He said, wait, you talking about yourself?
Who are you?
I live here with you.
Charlie! Daniela! Have you done something to them?
I don't know who you're talking about.
It's Jason. You know me. I've never served you.
It's not funny. Just tell me you know who I am.
I've never seen you before in my life. I just need answers.
You built the box. Behind every door in there is a version of your life that you could have lived.
You're different, Jason. Stole me from my world, and he brought me to his world. What if the person that abducted me is me?
Hey, fam.
Your life is so lonely. Why would he do that? What's What's the one thing you had that he didn't? He's been different, and I'm scared. I don't know what to do.
I need to use the box to get home.
The world you're looking for is a grain of sand on an infinite beach.
I need to get home to my family. I want my life back.
Do you ever get that feeling? Want to kiss and hug? Do it now. Tell me, love. And I can never go home.
All right. So no, what's your thoughts on that, man?
I'm actually impressed. I'm actually impressed. Like it literally caught my attention from start to finish of this trailer. I'm impressed. It for a second there, at a certain part of the trailer, it kind of when he said like basically about himself, I was kind of like going, "Is this Face Off? Is this like a remake of like a new version of Face Off?" That was the first thing I caught. And then after everything else, like seeing like End of the World kind of situation, I was like, okay, it's like a mashup of certain movies that we have seen before, but in its own thing. Because I feel like the name Dark Matter to me, it sounds like I heard that name before, like from another movie, but it was like a different story or something.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, okay, the name sounds interesting, but I feel like I heard this name before, but it was something else in some type of way. But then, like I said, as the trailer kept going, it was just like certain things I kept catching. Like this felt like a face off to me because of that one scene. This feels like the end of the world kind of situation of movies. That's another thing. So it's a lot of things that catches my attention, but it looks really good because how the trailer is telling it so far. It piqued my interest completely, so I will definitely check this out when it comes out.
For sure. Yeah, I echo the same sentiments. You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to check this out when it comes out. I definitely have Apple TV, so that's a plus. You know what I mean? Pun intended. But yeah. So this definitely gives me I was about to say Black Mirror vibes just a tiny bit, but then again it has its own feel to it that's almost unique. Now please guys, if you are watching and you know anything about Black Matter, tell us is this already a movie, has this already been made and this is a remake, or is this a book? I feel like this is a book. It's like the concept is very familiar. But, having a multiverse of yourself and one of your selves from another version of you just swap you out because they wanted a certain life. They hated the life they were in.
Yeah.
And that's what it kind of seemed like when he was like, Who are you? What are you talking about? I lived here with you this whole time type stuff. It kind of seemed like they weren't a couple and then they stuff ain't really that good or whatever like that. Their relationship isn't love. So he needed to go find a version of himself that found that love. And, it's almost like a little swap. And it reminds me of what they did with Doctor Strange in that last one. The
I know you're talking about
with Wanda, with Scarlet Witch. Basically she was trying to find a version of herself that was happy with her children, you know what I'm saying? Having her children, stuff like that. So that's another thing that I kind of drove back to. But definitely, man, this looks good. Did it say a date?
No, it didn't have a release date for it, which I kind of was hoping they did.
Yeah. Because I was about to go home and see if I can pop that in right now.
Yo, I was on the same page. I was like, yo, after this, let me go on and watch this. I'm intrigued and want to see this.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. But we'll keep an eye out for it. So on to our next one.
Generations of family tradition. Ma,
I want to make perfume.
After these commercials.
So I need Barbara's new sidekick count. I guarantee her maximum.
But the good thing is when we do this and we chop it up and we, you know what I'm saying, release them as like separate reactions or whatever throughout the week, I'll have that edited out.
Maximum refund. Into a TurboTax.
All right, so this movie's called If. I don't know, trailer. So I guess they've been advertising this for a minute. But yeah, it's called If. So this has was that Ryan Reynolds? Yeah, Ryan Reynolds in it. So let's take a listen to that.
What if I told you imaginary friends are real? When their kids grow up, they're forgotten.
Are any of them scary?
Worse. Desperate.
Question, why did these kids forget about us in the first place? Last week, I just started falling apart.
You're sucking the oxygen out of the room.
Honestly, Doc, if this is how it's going to be, I'm just going to wheel myself back and plug in.
We've started a matchmaking agency to help IFs find new kids. Or we just disappear. Blue. Happy place, happy place. Oh, coffee and croissants. Coffee and croissants.
I can help you.
How?
'Cause I'm a kid.
You are the chosen one. No. Let's not give her a complex.
Good luck, short stack. It's all up to you.
No pressure.
Hook and dagger!
Hope this works. All right, let's find these ifs some kids.
Chief!
What kind of a kid creates an invisible if?
I can find anyone. Anywhere!
You got him enough.
Thanks for doing this.
Don't look him in the eye.
Which one?
Yeah, that's gonna grow right back.
Am I disappearing? Oh, I'm not ready for this. I need to throw up, or I need a snack. It's one of the two.
Gross.
You have to help them.
Yes, we do. Not gonna ask you again. Put some pants on. You're freaking everyone out. How'd it go?
Oh my God.
Does this make us partners?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we?
Keith!
And Mom said too much candy isn't good for your tummy, but I said, oh my God.
Oh, my eyes can taste it.
I'm so sorry.
You don't taste that in your eyeballs?
Okay.
Oh my God.
That's funny. Now I get the title If. Imaginary friend. Okay. That's cool.
Yep.
So what you think about that?
Give me a minute while I'm still laughing about everything's happened. First of all, I hate to say this, anything Ryan Reynolds touched, especially when it's funny, is gold. I'm sorry. It's literally gold, no matter what. And I didn't get a chance to look at that cast. That is a very huge cast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a lot. Even I saw Stephen Carell was in there too. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I gotta look at the cast. Oh, snap.
I was like, it was a big list. Like, list. It was like 2 sections of list, and Stephen Carell was at the very bottom.
Oh wow. Oh man.
I was like, whoa, that is a huge cast. But it's hilarious. I will look at this because, one, I'm a big fan of Ryan Reynolds, and like I said before, anything Ryan Reynolds touches, when especially his comedy, it's gold.
Yeah,
because he always brings the funny instantly. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do have a lot of people, a lot of comedians that are great as whatsoever, but something with Ryan Reynolds, it's just like, it's something he touched is golden. It's always going to be good. I don't know how it's going to do it in the box office, but again, it's Ryan Reynolds. So he always brings the funny right off the bat because that's how he is.
Right.
Because again, you got to understand, him playing Deadpool, he's a vigilante. He's freaking hilarious being a vigilante. And he brings funny no matter what. So for him to do this and it's funny. So I'm impressed by it. So I'm definitely gonna check. I will check it out. I'm not gonna be in a big hurry for it, but I mean I'll still check it out because it's looks hilarious.
Yeah, same here. I ain't gonna be in a big hurry to watch it. Yeah, I agree. Anything he's in, he's funny in. You know what I'm saying? What was that video game movie he was in? What is that video game movie he's in? Doggone it. Let me look that up. Ryan. It is Free Guy. Yeah. That was hilarious. I believe that might have been my last movie I seen from him. Well, Free Guy and Red Notice.
Yeah.
Those are my last. No. Actually, I did watch the Atom Project. So I did watch some recently. Okay, yeah. But anyway, all of those movies I just named is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely, especially when he does like little goofy ones like If or whatever, and he's not doing all the cussing. He's not, you know what I'm saying? And he still can be funny. You know, that's definitely commendable. I definitely love when he brings his comedic stuff to stuff. You know what I mean? So,
yep.
On to our next one. Oh, I have to find the thing again. All right, so on to our next one. We're going to Gotham real quick and checking out the Joker.
Let's go, boys. It's showtime. Wakey.
Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us today?
We use music to make us whole, to balance the fractures within ourselves.
I'm nobody. I haven't done anything with my life like you have. Let's get out of here.
What the world needs now is a love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Tell us, what's changed, Arthur?
I'll tell you what's changed. I'm not alone anymore. That's what we should be talking about.
I want to see the real you.
All right. So how you feeling about that?
My only question is, so who's playing Harley Quinn? That's a question going in my head.
Thought it was her.
Huh?
Gaga. I think it was Gaga.
That's what I thought. I was like, I wasn't sure if it was her or not because I saw it say Gaga, and I was like,
oh, you was asking like, okay, yeah. No,
yeah.
that's
That's what I was asking.
It's crazy not to see her in her.
Just her as an actress and not a singer. So, This is actually so. I'm not saying okay. I'm not gonna say bad things about this. There's really no bad things about this. It looks interesting because this is actually a little bit more deeper into the more like a little bit more deeper in the story with Joker and Harley Quinn. So we're kind of getting like a little like as much as we've seen so many different cartoons versions of Joker and Harley Quinn basically in a way. We already know the whole story and everything else, but this is actually now we're seeing a more of a live action to it to have a little bit more deeper into the story between both of them. So, and me, like I said, when it comes to DC, the only and I'm not playing the bias or anything else, but this is just me personally because I grew up and more followed this more. Is that my only heroes and villains when it comes to DC are basically Batman is basically the hero, what I like because of who he is. And my favorite villains are basically is Joker and Harley Quinn. More Harley Quinn than Joker. I'm just saying because I'm a big fan of Harley Quinn more than anything. But I mean, that's why I asked the question about who's playing Harley Quinn because I'm a very, very, very big fan of Harley Quinn more than Joker. But again, I do like the Joker as well because he's the more understanding villain of everything whatsoever. So I really follow that to the T. But as far as the movie, I really definitely I want to check this out because there are times where I do want to see a lot of like how many different variations of you can give me a story of the Joker and Harley Quinn, their story, like how Joker became who he is, because you remember the very first Batman we had was basically with the Joker and Jack Nicholson playing the Joker. Like I said, that was me at a young age, so I really didn't know that. But as now, I get to have a movie that basically we could see the origin of it completely from start to up to this point. So I'm definitely gonna check it out because I'm a big fan of Joker, Harley Quinn, and I do like to know the story, the backstory. Because even if we can read the comics and we know it, I like to see it in live action to see how it plays.
Yeah. So I'm with you as far as like Batman probably being my favorite DC character. So to start seeing like villains have their own story, own movie, you know what I'm saying? To me is definitely cool, you know what I'm saying? It gives us a different perspective and mindset instead of them always being the bad guy. Now you can kind of sympathize with maybe this is why he is the way he is. Now of course we know there's like different variations of the Joker and his story and his origin. This is definitely already one from the last Joker movie. This is just that continuation. I don't know if this is a musical. For some reason, this is giving me musical vibes, and for them to bring Gaga in, it only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? For it to be
that was also another thing that was going in my head because as I was listening to the music and stuff, I was like, is this a musical? Because this would be very interesting if it is, but I highly doubt it is. But again, it'll be interesting if it is. Yeah. But I again, like I said, I really wouldn't know.
Yeah. Like honestly, it just for them to be like, oh yeah, the music is what connects us, and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, these two are gonna be in some kind of La La Land, and I'm sure there's gonna be there got to be at least one singing song. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have. Can't have Gaga not have no singing. Well,
exactly.
You can though, because she can act. Especially when what was that one movie with the Gucci, the House of Gucci or something like that.
Was she in another movie besides House of Gucci? I feel like she was in another.
Yeah, she was she was quite a few. She was in quite a few stuff. She was in House of Gucci. She was in. Look up her discography real quick.
I can't even think of. I can't think of the name in my head. Give me a second. I was going to look it up too. Oh, good lord! There. Oh, perfect. Well, hold up. Thank you.
Lady Google.
That's the one I was thinking. A Star Is Born. That's the one I was thinking in my head.
Yeah, she was in A Star Is Born.
House of Gucci. I didn't realize she was in Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, didn't know that either. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Probably like some kind of guest appearance or something like that.
Maybe. The Batman Part 2. Interesting. But yeah, yeah, the one I was thinking
Wait,
of,
what
I
you
know.
just
Huh?
Would you say she was in Batman Part 2?
Yeah. I guess. This must be a new one coming out.
Yeah, the new
Because
one
I'm looking at the
coming
date.
out.
It says
Yeah.
2026.
Yeah, so they are about to merge these two movies. Okay, so this does take place in the new Batman.
Yep.
Whatever thing.
Sorry.
So that's pretty cool. I kind of suspected that a little bit, but I just wasn't too sure. But yeah, so I mean, she's a great actress. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She actually has quite a bit of some accolades for her acting and stuff. She also was in what's my show? American Horror Story. There we go. American Horror Story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She played the like master vampirist lady or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like she was like the
That I did not know.
Yeah, she did pretty good in that. So yeah, so on to our next one, to another Batman villain. Let's get this pulled up. Every time I do that, it's because that pops up right here. You see this part right here? That always pops up right when I'm about to hit pause. I hate that. But anyway,
Pause.
On to our next one. So it's another Batman villain. Evidently, it's a series on Max. It is the Penguin from the Batman movie. So they're all in the same universe. So what you just said basically confirms we might get these two meeting somewhere. Could be, maybe.
When I was a kid, there was a gangster, real old school type, Rex Calabrese. He was a big deal. He helped people. He saw you on the street, he'd call out to you. When I'm 14 or something, he has a heart attack and dies. Still holding a cigar. In my neighborhood, they throw a parade in his honor. A friggin' parade. I mean, it wasn't fancy, but it was a gesture. A show of love. Of what he meant. Can you imagine to be remembered like that?
Okay. Yeah, this fall is about to be crazy. That's wow. Okay, so what you think about that?
I wouldn't have an answer to that, but I was kind of looking up the actor real quick in my head. I was like, wait a minute, who's this kid? Because it seemed like I've seen this person before for some
Matthew
reason.
Reeves.
Yeah, I was like,
You don't know Matthew Reeves?
Huh?
You don't remember Matthew Reeves?
I feel like I have, but it's like my mind is like going. It's like I feel like I have, but I feel like I haven't. So it's kind of like one of those things. So yeah, kind of bear with me, guys. I'm just kind of like trying to figure out. Like usually I always have something to say, and I'm like, this one is a little hard to say on this one. It really is because of the fact of like. One, the actor, I feel like I know this
makeup. He's in makeup, so
I know
he's in makeup, so it kind of throws you off a little bit too.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it is the makeup that's throwing me off because it's like, I know what this is, but it's just the makeup that's throwing me off. As far as wait, is this a movie or a series?
This series. This is Matthew Reeves.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's throwing me off. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if he got an interview
on. Sorry.
We just got some big updates on the Batman universe, and they have me super excited for the future. And these updates came from Matt Reeves himself in an interview he had with...
Okay, dang it.
No,
I'm sorry. You know what? No, I'm totally off, guys. My bad. That's not the actor. The actor.
No, I'm thinking of like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. My bad. That's not the actor. The actor is. Oh, I got you.
It starts with a C.
I got you. Hold on. Colin.
There it is.
Yep.
That's what was in my head.
Colin Farrell. That's what it is. Yep. I don't know why I thought it was Matthew Reeves up in there. I don't know why I thought he was a penguin.
I was like, what?
But yeah, Colin Farrell. He's a penguin, which is crazy.
All right. Yeah. Now that comes me a little bit here.
I wonder, is there any update on this Batman, the Batman 2? Because they're doing the Penguin, right? And then they're talking about Harley Quinn, or Gaga being in. I mean, it's confirmed, I guess.
Yeah. Surprising.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah. So what do you think about it?
All right. So I do apologize to everyone for that. I was literally, it kind of bothered me just a little bit, so I could figure out. Okay, now that everything is in play and I see, now I know who it is. Okay, so, all right, so it's been a while since we've seen Colin Farrell in a movie or in a series. Oh, any of this whatsoever. But him being in the Batman series is actually pretty interesting. So I'm not surprised. I'm surprised by it.
Overweight person.
Yeah, that's the part that surprised me. That's why I said, like, when I saw the name, I was like, nah, that can't be. And now I'm actually seeing them, like, okay. It threw me off. The makeup and everything just threw me off completely. So, but again, it's been a minute since we've seen him in a movie or even in a series. So it's kind of surprising. Like, well, for me personally.
Yeah. I mean, the last one I seen him was, the last thing I seen him in was the Batman. So
yeah,
that's been that time. But yeah, I definitely hear you on that one.
Yeah. So again, we have another origin story. I'm
not sure if this is origin. It actually kind of looks like it's
a series. More focused on him.
Like basically not necessarily origin, but basically showing maybe a slight origin of like how he, like in the Batman movie, like he's like the arms, like he's the guy to go to for information on the streets, on the, you know what I'm saying, the black market type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Same little role that, but I don't think this is necessarily origin story. I think it is, but lightly. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
I think I know where you're going with. It's like it's not him becoming a villain yet, basically in a way.
Yeah.
Well, okay, now I see what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. So again, this seems interesting. Again, after you said that, it's kind of like I want to check it out. I really do, and it's. I mean, for Colin Farrell, again, haven't seen Colin Farrell in forever, so this will be very interesting to check out, because I like Colin Farrell in a couple of movies and stuff, but again, it's been a minute since we've seen him in a movie or in a series, so I would check it out just because of it's him, and I haven't seen him in a very long time, so I kind of want to check it out just because of just him. That was whatsoever. As far as, being the Penguin and everything else, like I said, this is more of a him before he becomes the actual villain, before he becomes the actual Penguin.
Well, no, so, I think he's already. I think it is like he's already. I think it's hard to really explain this, right?
I mean,
it's like he's already the Penguin, and he's already been getting in trouble, in a sense. But I think it's showing how he got to his rise of the underworld, if that makes any sense. Like how he took over, you know what I mean? Like not necessarily how he became the Penguin. I mean, it's probably gonna lightly show that, but he's already like in this universe, he's already like established as like the Penguin and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's just the fact. The only reason I'm kind of like going the route of how I explain this because I never seen the new the Batman, like the movie and stuff, because of the fact of I was skeptical about it at first because I never got a chance to see it, even though I still haven't seen it yet. But I'm just was skeptical about it.
I don't know if I would hype that one up. I don't think it would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was,
and that's what I'm saying.
It's
It's like
okay.
I never got a chance. Like, I seen like Gotham and stuff like that. I seen those, but it's like it's just this is just kind of like I'm kind of going off just my guess of things because I have not seen that movie and I wasn't sure if I really want to see it because it's hard to swallow. So many different versions of Batman, so many different people playing them and different things like that. And it's kind of like it's kind of hard to when you kind of was growing up by watching Michael Keaton basically, and some of the other stuff as well. So it's kind of hard. And I mean, you can't and Christian Bale to add on to that because kudos to him. He did a really good job as a.
Who's the one before him? Who's the one that Michael Keaton switched from?
So and before or after.
Well, the one like where is Batman Returns, like basically the one that he got switched or he was gone or whatever.
Okay.
That was supposed to be the third installment.
But Batman Forever.
They switched to Batman. You know what I'm saying? To who was
Val Kilmer.
Yeah. So they switched them, and then brought in you Chris O'Donnell's and all that for the Robin character.
And then the fourth one was actually George Clooney. After was that he was George Clooney was the fourth one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Uma Thurman.
Yeah. So they switched them, but though that was what's messed up is this: all of that was supposed to be the same series. You know what I'm saying? But it feels like different. You know what I'm saying? Like different adaptations.
Yeah.
Cause y'all switched them out during the middle, so it's kind of like seeing another person as Batman or this and that and the third. It's kind of like, oh, who next?
Exactly. That's the thing that just kind of bothers me is because of the fact of y'all keep switching out. Like we grew up watching Michael Keaton, and he's done the first two, and we're hoping that he will be the third one. And you switched up with Val Kilmer. Although I feel like the ones that actually saved it was Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones. That's what I feel like personally.
Yeah. Which I personally feel like I don't know if I'm the only one, but I personally feel like Jim Carrey was used in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that was the wrong character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
He should have.
I really do agree.
He definitely should have been like when you look at Jim's like body of work, he's the Joker.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? So they kind of, and you know what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of roles like that get misplaced. Like I think we were talking about it last week with Storm. You know what I'm saying? Like Angela Bassett should have been Storm just based on her voice and how it like commends the one from the X-Men series. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And just her, like when you see her doing like you gonna believe some lightning and stuff like she controlling stuff the way Angela Bassett, you know how she be like her overacting movement.
Yes,
like,
agree.
You can see.
I agree with that. So
100.
I do agree with that. And that's the whole thing why I'm still saying with this whole with the Penguin situation stuff. It's like again, I want to see it because it's Colin Farrell. Because of the fact that I haven't seen him in a long time, and I'm very curious, like, what he brings to the table, honestly. But I'm just, again, like, guys, just to let you know that I'm kind of just going on speculations because I never seen the Batman movie, the newest one, and I was very skeptical about it. So please just take my word with a grain of salt with this. I'm just going by what I've seen with the trailer and everything else. But the only reason why I want to check this out because I really have not seen Colin Farrell in a movie or a series in a very, very long time. So I'm very curious about, what he brings to the table as being the Penguin. So that's my opinion. I'm going to check it out just because of that reason. And that's really how I look at it. But that's all I can say from there.
Yeah. So, of course, it's on Max. So for me, it's definitely something I'll definitely check out just to be curious on. I did check out the last Batman. like I said, I have mixed emotions about that one anyway. Not because it's different Batmans or anything like that. It's just the fact that it almost felt like they didn't know. I feel like things were taken out, and they used the wrong villain, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Which was the Riddler. I really feel they should have opened this up, and they had Catwoman in there. I really feel they should have opened this up with a different villain from the Riddler. I really feel like they should have did more of Two-Face. Revamp that whole little thing with him. Because how he was portrayed in live action before was not that great. Like the purple face, like it was weird. So I really feel like they should have adapted the what is that Batman that Long Halloween or whatever that Batman title was. I forgot which one that was. I think it was like let me see.
Batman title. I'm trying to think. All right, you literally piqued my interest on this one.
Yeah, the Long Halloween. So I really feel they should have adapted this, the Long Halloween series.
Oh.
I thought that's where they were going with it. I think a lot of us did. I was like went to go see it, that they were actually going to adapt this whole thing, because then you have some like legitimate mobsters in there. You know what I'm saying? You got the Corleone family or something like that. Catwoman's in there. Like all the people that you had in the Riddler was in there, I believe. All of the people that you had in this movie was in that storyline, the Long Halloween. And I thought that they were going to do something like that, but they actually pulled back on that and they kind of didn't. So, you know, I feel like they missed their opportunity on that, but you know, I think that's why I was kind of sour about that movie or whatever. But I hope with the Penguin and the second one coming out, and they're like merging that Joker into this Batman universe or whatever, that they're able to kind of redeem themselves on that first one. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even make a maybe like a prequel to kind of adapt some of that Long Halloween storyline. That I love that storyline. That storyline is like one of the best Batman storylines that's out there. Besides, what's the one where Batman actually becomes Joker? Some of these names be running back and forth, but you know, the Joker with the spikes and the Batman cowl or whatever like that.
Yeah.
That storyline is crazy as heck. So, you know, between that and the Long Halloween, I feel like those are my two favorite storylines that I would love to see in live action. So, you know, but you know, we'll see what the second one brings us and what this Penguin story will bring us and stuff.
Yep.
But anyway, it is wrapping up to an hour and a half. We done it ourselves without Sandstorm. I wish he was here with us, but
Yeah,
you know,
seriously,
of course,
man.
he had to handle some business and stuff like that. So, but shout out to Sandstorm. Tomorrow we're gonna be on the Stormcast, same time, 9:10ish, somewhere around 9. I'm gonna tell you that. I think we're gonna try to do something a bit different. I know we have to finish that game that we started, but I think we're gonna try to do something a bit different this week, because I have some stuff I have to get done. I can't be on too long, and I know the game is probably gonna be about 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm still gonna be on tomorrow. Noto, what you got going on besides resting for right now? What you got going on when you come back?
Still the same situation with me. I'm still taking a break still for right now from streaming. Like I said, my game log is literally getting bigger and bigger. I just picked up some other games on my list. I count them on sales, so on Amazon sales is very surprising for me. I have picked up 2 Persona games. Persona 3 Reload has basically now came in my possession. Got it for $35 actually, which is very surprising when that game is still going for $70. Surprising. So I was very happy about that. And then I think I was watching a video and I saw there was another game I wanted, which was Persona 5 Tactica, which is Persona 5 with a mixture of like tactics like style. So I wanted to get that, and that was on sale for like 25 I think I got. Which
what's it called again?
Walmart has it for like 20 now, which is surprising, and it's a PS5 version. So yeah. RPG kind of tactic game where you a little bit of strategy, but if you like the Persona series, hey.
So it's
yeah, I picked those up. It's Persona 5 Tactica is what it's called.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I picked those up, and then I just also picked up another fighting game, Guilty Gear Stride. I finally broke down and bought it. It was like $20. I was like, screw it, I'm getting this. So now my friends who actually have fighting games, me and him are basically have the exact same games with season passes and stuff. So wherever he does his little events, I actually have. But as far for me, like I said, I should be back. Again, we're still in the process of waiting for my son to be born, and like I said earlier today, he's basically living rent free. But and this is just joking and everything else, he's about to get evicted very, very soon right now. In the next maybe a couple, like 2 or 3 days, maybe. Let's see, it was Friday, Saturday. Yeah, about 3 to 4 days he's gonna be evicted. There's no ifs, ands, or buts because it's reaching past the due dates and stuff. It's that bad. Yeah. But we're still waiting, and hopefully he comes without having to go do the actual true eviction, the eviction that we don't want to do. But yeah, it's that. But again, like I said, I'm still kind of keep tabs on X Formulas Twitter. I have not been posting anything on there, but I've been kind of looking around different things like that. But kind of keep a lookout, because there will be a point where I will make the announcement that my son is born. You guys will see pictures and everything else, but also at the same time I will also let you guys know when I'll be back running. So that's pretty much what's happening on my end. But like I said, you guys will still see me here on the VitoVerse. As always, I'm not going to miss an opportunity on this whatsoever, unless under certain circumstances. But again, being the time when we do it, I will still be here. So that's where I got right now.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, that'll wrap it up for today's episode. And shout out to my grandmother. She's celebrating her 80th birthday tomorrow. And she's probably one of the number one supporters of this channel. So, shout out to Grandma Vito. I don't even know I haven't thought of an alias for her yet. But shout out to Grandma Vito for right now. You know what I mean? But until next week should be my pre-recorded, pretty much, the reactions to these videos when we just did or whatever, chopped up so you guys don't watch the whole, you know what I mean? But anyway, thank you guys for all the kind support. Thank you for all the new subscribers. We're doing that road to 200. We are having a raffle, a 1-month subscription to any streaming service besides one. So if you're interested, only thing you have to do is subscribe and comment, and you're entering yourself into our raffle. But please do us a favor and hit that like button before you head out. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Happy birthday, Grandma.